What's up, everybody? This is Phil the Kaiju King from my collection room in Greater Cincinnati. And as you can tell from my intro there, I am going to review a custom sculpt I got from Mark Seng Yang. It's a little bit bigger than 30 centimeter scale, but it's Kong versus the giant boa from the 1976 remake King Kong. Here he be. Bring it a little closer. You can see some blood here on his arm. And of course the snake's mouth is mangled to heck and back because Kong ripped him in half from the mouth in the movie. But he's a little bigger than 30 centimeter. I have some size comparisons with some X Plus figures to show his scale. So he's probably like 13 or 14 inches maybe, I don't know. But in the movie there isn't, I've got several pieces of the 76. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 right now of the 76. This is a love or hate movie for people. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's just that cut and dry with this movie. I actually love it. So I love the design of the Kong a lot. The story in the movie is okay to me, but the design of Kong and the suit and how Rick Baker did with the suit, portraying Kong in the movie, was excellent. Now the robot they built was stupid. It was only in 3 or 4 seconds of the movie, but the suit was really well done by Rick Baker. Not only designed it, but he wore it. He was Kong in the movie in the suit. So I thought the movie was groundbreaking for the time. I was 5 years old when that movie came out, and I remember my dad taking me to see the movie in the theater. I was really excited, I remember. And like I said, this is a love or hate movie with people. A lot of people either love it or they hate it. There's no in between. And I'm on the love side because of the design of Kong mostly and the look of him and his roar. I think he has the best roar still of all the Kongs. This 1976. As far as my customs, I have the wall breaker. He's breaking the wall down. I've already did a video on that. And this is my other special custom, I would call it, which is a combo with 2 kaiju, the giant boa and Kong. And it portrays that scene in the movie when Kong was lovingly with Dwan in his home area of the island, and he put her down on the ground, and as soon as he put her down on the ground, you heard just like hissing and rattling, but this snake didn't have a rattle. It was kind of weird, and then a camera panned and it showed the snake coming toward her out of the dark, and Kong gets pissed off and sees it and grabs it, and then it entangles itself around Kong like this in the movie and trying to suffocate him and squeeze him to death. But he manages to kill it, but in the extended there's an extended scene of this when the fight with the snake goes on a little longer, and it keeps showing the snake wounding around him, and you can see it coiling and trying to strangle him to death. But the turning point of that battle was when Kong, she got away from him at that point. Dwan did, the girl, and he seen her on that ridge with the guy, and that really pissed him off, and he was down on the ground and the snake was squeezing him, and he sat up and grabbed the snake's jaws and just ripped it right down its jaws, killed it instantly. But this is this is not actually accurate to the movie. When he killed the snake, he was sitting on his butt on the ground and he ripped its jaws like that. So this is kind of a stylized rendition of it because he wasn't standing when he did it. He was laying on the ground. It was trying to choke him out, but then he got mad. He seen she escaped. He sat up on his butt and he grabbed the snake by in either hand, its jaws, and just ripped it straight down through its mouth and killed it instantly. And of course from there he went on and chased them back to the wall, and I've got the wall diorama slash piece back there on my shelf. This and that were the two customs I thought of when I first wanted some customs from that movie. I also down the road want to do a custom of the end of the movie when he's on top of the World Trade Center battling helicopters. I want to do hopefully a diorama that has about 8 to 10 inches of each building, and then him on top all bloody, because in the movie the helicopters blast the hell out of him and he's a bloody mess. I want him to be all bloody and tore up, and he's in the midst of trying to fight off the helicopters. Down the line I'm probably going to plan on doing something like that. I've talked to Mark in the past about doing one of those, and he said we could try. But yeah, I want both tops of the buildings to show, and then the one building will have fire damage from when he threw the gas tank over there and killed all the guys that were trying to burn him with the fire extinguishers. This is a really nice sculpt. The hair is all nicely done. The snake is really well done. It's masterfully done in my opinion, but you can see the hair on him is really nicely sculpted. His face is in full roar mode there. The snake is a bloody mess. I will bring some size comparisons now. This is the X Plus Godzilla 30 centimeter 1975 Godzilla. Closest Godzilla pretty much to this Kong would be the 75. As far as Godzillas go with year-wise, that's why I brought him forward. He's 75 and Kong's 1976. As you can see, Kong is a good 1.5 to 2 inches taller than this Godzilla. Yeah, he's a good 2 inches at least. He's around 14 inches tall, I'd say, roughly. But that's why he's a hybrid scale. He's bigger than a 30 centimeter, but he's not to the gigantic, quite to the gigantic line. This is Super Mecha Godzilla 1993 from X Plus 30 centimeter. This is one of the bigger X Plus 30 centimeter. This Hedorah, the 67 Godzilla is really big, but yeah, you can see Kong still got him too. He don't have him by much though. Maybe a ½ inch. If that, it's pretty close. This one's a lot closer. But that's just the size of the Mecha Godzilla. He's really big. Put him face to face there. Alrighty. Don't fall, Kong. This is the Godzilla Earth Rick, the sunset, the orange one. I don't know if I can get these. Yeah, I can get them on there. There we go. We'll put them like so. The Godzilla Earth Rick is really girthy here, as you can see. They look pretty cool together. Like I said, he is a hybrid. He's bigger than a 30 centimeter. He's bigger than a 30 centimeter, yet not quite to the gigantic scale. But he's really nicely done. And I remember when I got this and he posted it online and people said, "How did you do that snake?" And he said, "It wasn't easy." I remember him saying it wasn't easy, so I appreciate his work on it. He did really good. The snake's jaw all ripped apart. It's pretty detailed there. Pretty grotesque looking, really. But like I said, I'll probably be getting at least one more down the road of a 76 Kong. And it'll be that top of the World Trade Center. And also I thought of getting him laying in the pit with all the mist when they capture him and his arm up in the air like that and his hand goes like that. I was thinking of maybe getting a sculpt of that someday. That would be kind of cool, I think. Just have his arm out of the mist. That's when he passes out from all the fumes and they capture him. But this is a really nice job, and if you ever need something or think of a custom you'd want, Mark hasn't turned me down yet on them. And it's really nice work, good artist, wonderful job. I highly recommend him for any special designs or whatever you need. I will go ahead and do a closing close-up of this thing, and I will sign off here and want to thank everyone for watching. And this is Phil, the Kaiju King, from my collection room in Greater Cincinnati, and everyone have a wonderful day.